EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the desert Southwest, Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium. Today, it's the second of 3 games here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Arizona Cardinals. The second of 3 games here on this Sunday. We continue with Super Wild Card Weekend here on EA Sports. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Beck. And unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds, incomplete.
And as talented as he is, you know he's going to see a lot of footballs coming his way in this one. They want to get him involved. And here, they were hoping for something right out of the gate, but that one falls incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Beck. Whipping one into Allen. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
At the 48-yard line.
On the ground, here's the rookie from Notre Dame. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
2nd and 5. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that one complete downfield to Allen. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Give him 32 on the play.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Going to give it to Love. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. And they'll go again with ETN. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. To throw is Shuck. He gets it over the middle to Palmer. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here punting, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
Following the fumble recovery. Beck. Short one here. Caught by McBride. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd and 2. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. So the PI decline, and that'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
79 Bronco. Tag. Viking 18.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This is real simple. When you're in 5 wide receiver formation, you don't have a lot of time to dilly-dally back there. You've got to get the ball out with some dispatch because a lot of the aggressive defensive teams in the league, they see 5 wide receiver sets, they're automatically bringing pressure.
Now they brought the pressure. He held on to it a little too long. Winds up getting hit as he releases it.
The Panther 11. Panther on the post. 70 Lion.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That ball caught by Harrison. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Algier. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run, and that's a nice job there getting the safeties involved in run support.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 3rd down, here's Love. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cardinals lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. So after the field goal, Riley back out as he'll send this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. There's a short one caught by Johnson. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 42-yard line.
Now Shuck. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
To the air once more. Shuck. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
He finds his man, complete. It's Love. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Back to throw. Beck. That is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
He finds his man, complete. That's Love. And he'll get it down here to the 43. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Let go! Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Street.
Back to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back, who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
70. Cowboy 80.
They'll look to throw again. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll run for it with Love. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Reed. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing, Shuck. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Palmer. Well, I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
Shuck here on 4th down. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, it could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marvin Harrison Jr., 41 yards. And the Cardinals continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Saints, nothing.
Riley now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
They're on the 31-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
From the gun, Shuck. Here's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. Will go down as a gain of 6. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll throw. Here's Shuck. Oh, had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They'll indeed go. Here's Shuck. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Very nicely done there on the reception, and what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the air again is Shuck. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. 72.
Handoff running left is ETN. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Shuck. And that is incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you definitely got to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. He tried to do it himself, but couldn't find his way to the marker. And that will force a turnover on downs. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself, because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's caught by Harrison, right side. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
2nd and 10.
Come on, set. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do, because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards it.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Mustang 1970 Timberwolf. 18 Pioneer.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jonas Sanker. And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Second and a couple. Etienne once more. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. They'll run with Etienne. And he is going to have a Saints first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Shuck. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Now 2nd and 5. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
First down. A gain of 15. First down, New Orleans.
Shuck now to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They will throw again, Shuck. The pass caught by Olave. And he will cover up as he's touched down after a short game.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw is Shuck. The Cards get to him there. He's brought down for a sack. Zaven Collins in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. To throw now, Shuck. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll start the drive with Love here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's go now.
Staying on the ground, it's Love. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Hey, smash.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here.
At their own 15-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Show that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 35 yards the gain there. Another first down as well.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now Shuck. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. But Charles, what a rookie season he had catching the football, over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year 1.
Now Shuck on 4th down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And a minuscule gain and maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Back to throw again. Touchdown! Travis Etienne. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Saints are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard
line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
Hey, go street. 18 left. 18 left. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Beck. Wide open. It's Allen, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Shotgun handoff now for Love. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he used his quickness to make a play.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Cougar 19. 18, Pioneer.
Back to throw. Beck. Throw left side complete. That's Love. And he gets it down to the 32.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for the offense.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Looking to throw. Beck. And Allen's got it. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Let's go. 70 Lions.
Straight ahead running. Here's Love. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Here's Love again. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
Come on, set.
Gator looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Cards have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing, Shuck. That's completed right side to Palmer. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll throw. Here's Shuck. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
To the air again is Shuck. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They'll indeed go. Here's Shuck. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
At the 45-yard line.
Turn to Love on the handoff. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll hand it off. It's Love. And he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 79 yards. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2-by-2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Operating from the gun, here's Shuck. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Cardinals are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they have.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again, well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st down. And that's a big one, as they should be able to run it out from here.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. On the carry, it's low. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. 3rd down and 10.
On the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.